this government, and this is part 2 because the other video stopped on me. So y'all make sure y'all watch this one. The government, the church is not checking who the connection. So I guess the discernment of testing spirits only happens in the church, I guess. You're not supposed to test the spirits of the higher ups. You're not supposed to test the spirit of the people that are supposed to be over the land or be setting laws for the land. Because last I checked, God sets the laws. And he is supposed to be speaking to those people of what laws to be setting over the land. So, yeah, make sure y'all checking the connection. And it trickles down into the church. That's how it trickles down into the church, because the leaders of the church are listening to these mandates and whatever coming from the government and this and that, and not discerning and testing the spirits. And then it goes down to, well, before I say this, for those that say, well, for the politicians that are opening up the Bible and misinterpreting scripture and reading the wrong scriptures for the wrong things, you shall know them by their fruits. That's all I got to say about that. Secondly, it trickles down the men of the household, the men that are supposed to be leading their families, that are going to these churches, that are not checking the connections and not testing the spirits with these mandates, and the people that are over them and over the land. You are then causing the people of the sheep that God have sent to you to lead and guide and have entrusted you with. You are causing them to sin because of your sin, because of not checking your connection. And then it goes from the church to their household, because they are following what you are doing, and their family is following them. So it is a long line of just sin, and following after other gods and not doing what God told you to do. And God is fed up. God is fed up, because especially the people of the church, you should know better. You should know better. Whose report do you believe? Because the God I know, the God I serve, if anybody was to come up against his people, and it's in his word, it's in history, it's throughout all through the books, all through the wars of David, and anybody else that he anointed and appointed, anybody that wanted to war with them and go up against them, the war and the battle was not theirs. And God wiped out anybody that came up against his people. So with that being said, for the churches that are scared to go up against the government, for the churches that are scared to stand up for their people and stand up for what God said,